Hi, Sophie Plays here, and today we're going to be doing another weekly Hearthstone video. Whoop! It's been some time, I know. I say that the last video was last Thursday instead of Monday. I was a little bit late, but you know what? Things happen. But today we're going to be looking over cards that I may have just misjudged just a tinsy bit, and we're just going to talk about them. And yeah, let's see what we all think. Let's go. I am first going to start off with the neutral card. So the first card I actually want to mention is Royal Librarian. Now this card actually turned out to be much better than expected, and I already ranked him pretty highly, but I didn't realize how punished I was going to get with this card. Like, people use this self-lethal, they disable effects. If you notice, Priest, the class that a lot of us are really scared of because of the card of Who Shall Not Be Named, yeah, they're all the way at the bottom at the win rate. And I think the silence effects are having a massive toll on Priest, and also it is a bit more aggressive now. I feel like Priests just don't have a way to come into the game, especially when you look at the top classes. They all seem to be fairly aggressive. So yeah, Royal Librarian I think is really a great tool to help this meta work. Next card we have is Battlegrounds Battlemaster. Now, I think I overrated this card. This card is actually much more manageable than I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be one of those cards that I thought, oh god, people are going to win instantly. But at the end of the day, it's a 5-mana 5/5, and it does require you to have cards already set up on boards. Unless they're unable to remove your board, but I don't think that's always the case. I think it's very easy to keep control of the board nowadays, so it's not as powerful as I expected it to be. I think I rated it as a 5-star. I would possibly put it down as a 4-star. I still think it's a pretty good card, but maybe not as overhyped and scary as people expected it to be. Next card we have is the 1-mana, no, not the 1-mana, the 2-mana 1/2 Discover a Mech card. Now this card, I think in any other meta probably would be but because of the lack of mechs in our rotation, I actually think this card is much better than we expected it to be, because the majority of the time I'm discovering like claw machines. I'm no joke, like this card's been really well. It's just been really good, and also people have been like discovering that 8/8, yeah, that one. Oh, it's been driving me crazy. Like, seeing a Clockwork Giant on turn 4 or 5 is absolutely petrifying. So yeah, this card is actually pretty decent. And I've also seen in certain classes that this card even goes up a little bit extra in power level. Hunter's a great exception to this with Tonk. Yeah, you can discover a Tonk. I think this card's better than I thought it would be. I think I still ranked it at like 3 stars, but this may actually be like a 4-star card. I actually think it's better than expected. And then the last neutral card that I wanted to speak about is Lady Prester. Now, I knew this card would be top notch. I placed her at 5 stars for a reason, but I believe she should get just like an extra star or something, because I just wanted to mention her. She's just insane. Like, I'm just going to check how many dragons there are in our meta right now. Alright, so here is United in Stormwind, and I'm just going to scroll down. So these are the current arena cards. So we've only got 34 dragons to discover from. Let's have a look to see what we can get. So we can get the Drake, we can get these two, which are meh. But you have to remember, right, these cards retain the mana cost. So, you know. Some of these you may have to ignore. If anything, actually, it's less. I've just literally looked up the keyword. Hold on. Let me filter it. Minion type. Dragon. There we go. There we are. Sorry, there's actually only 21 cards. And a lot of them are class cards. So a lot of the times you're going to be looking at neutrals. And look what we have in the pool. Yeah. I think the card is probably a little too overpowered for Arena. I feel like maybe she should just be banned. The amount of people I've seen just discover Ysera, well, you can't discover, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I think it's really powerful, and I believe maybe we should look into maybe nerfing her just maybe a little bit. I don't know. Maybe like the next 5 dragons, but even the next 5 is insane. I don't know. We just need to do something about her. Like, so many people getting punished, and she's just one of those cards. I'm just like, ah. Okay, so the first class card that we're going to look at is for Hunter, which is Ramen Mount. Now, this card still belongs in the 5-star category that I put it in, but one thing I want to note about this card is the fact that the minion you place it on keeps the immunity. I didn't realize this. I thought it was just the turn you attacked it, like you placed it, you get the immunity. But no, if you keep your minion alive and your opponent doesn't kill it, it keeps immunity. Yeah, so this card's actually a lot more insane. So yeah, I think I don't know how many times I'm going to say yeah, I'm sorry. I think this card is absolutely bonkers. I think it should be nerfed where only the first time you play it, it has immunity. It can keep the +2/+2 stats, fine. But for it to retain immunity, I think it's just so strong. Next card we have is Fel Barrage. I actually thought this song of the Fel Barrage. I can't read today. I'm sorry. So Fel Barrage, yes, I think this card is actually better than I expected it to be. I think I'd only raise it from a 3 to a 4-star, but I've seen people use this as a really great tool to just clear. I don't know why I underestimated this card so much. So yeah, I just wanted a note on that one. And the next card that I severely underrated was Alliance Bannerman. I rated it as 3 stars as well, but this card draws you a minion and then it buffs your hands, including the minion I drew. Like, why did I put this in 3 stars? This is easily at least a 4-star card. I honestly, like, I drafted it recently and it really, really carried. Like, it gives Paladin that momentum needed to keep going. I just really wish they do the micro adjustments soon, because I really, really believe Paladin has the potential to be up at the top instead of Druid. We're tired of Druid, okay, Hearthstone? Please micro adjustments. I hope. And then the last card I wanted to mention was from Warlock. So we have Dreaded Mount. I love this card. I drafted it recently, and the Dreadsteed that you get from it is just everlasting. I think Dreadsteed's probably one of my favorite tech cards since I first heard about it like years ago, and it's just so nice to see Dreadsteed again, and it's just such an annoying card, and it's just nice to have this infinite amount of pings, because the deck that I had this card in didn't have any pings, and it drove me insane. You know what I'm like with my pings, I'm obsessed. Rip Orgies. So yeah, I think Dreaded Mount should definitely be at least a 4-star card. I rated it 3-star originally, and you know, I think I just really underestimated this card. I believe it's a really, really good one. Anyway, that's all the cards I'm doing for today. I'm sorry there weren't many. It's just, I feel like the meta's so new right now. We're still just getting into it. I still am not 100% sure on like certain cards. I think we just have to play a little bit more to see how things go. Please let me know if there's any cards you believe should have been on this list, any cards that really exceeded your expectations or let you down. All right, this was Sofa Plays, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.